Rhinos are odd-toed ungulate mammals with a single-chambered stomach digestive system. Although you might assume they're genetically related to ruminants like cows, that would be incorrect. Their closest living relatives are actually horses and tapirs. There are 5 surviving rhino species distributed across Africa and Asia, representing some of Earth's most ancient mammals that have inhabited our planet for tens of millions of years. Each species shows distinct physical and behavioral differences, but our focus today is on the critically endangered Javan rhinoceros. Originally, Javan rhinos roamed widely across Southeast Asia's rainforests, including what are now Myanmar, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, Malaysia, and the Indonesian islands of Sumatra and possibly Borneo. They thrived in low-lying floodplains rich with water sources and dense vegetation. Today, their entire wild population is confined to a single protected area in Java, where they were first scientifically documented, representing one of the most dramatic range contractions of any large mammal. The Javan rhino historically included 3 subspecies. Tragically, 2 have already gone extinct: the Indian Javan rhino and the Vietnamese Javan rhino, the latter killed by poachers in 2010. The sole remaining Indonesian Javan rhino subspecies clings to survival, with approximately 50 individuals left in Ujung Kulon National Park, making it one of the world's rarest large mammals. An adult Javan rhino measures 6.5 to 13 feet long from head to tail and stands 4.6 to 5.6 feet tall at the shoulder. These massive creatures weigh between 2,000 and 5,000 pounds, with their thick skin and formidable size earning them comparisons to living tanks. Their light gray, hairless skin forms distinctive deep folds and can reach 2 inches thick in vulnerable areas like the shoulders and rump. Like all rhinos, they walk on 3-toed feet with thick nails adapted for their forest habitat. What makes the Javan rhino unique is its single relatively small horn, averaging just 8 inches long compared to other rhino species. While typically only males develop visible horns, some females grow small horn nubs too. They lack front teeth entirely, instead using a tough gum pad and prehensile upper lip to grasp vegetation, an evolutionary adaptation similar to but less specialized than an elephant's trunk. This combination of ancient traits and specialized adaptations makes the Javan rhino a true living fossil facing imminent extinction. Rhinos are known for their limited eyesight, which hinders their ability to clearly distinguish shapes and details. This visual deficiency makes them particularly aggressive, causing them to charge at any perceived threat without distinguishing between real predators or simply animals crossing their path. However, they compensate for this weakness with highly developed senses of smell and hearing, which help them detect intruders and locate their food sources, primarily consisting of leaves, grasses, roots, young shoots, and fruits, showing predominantly herbivorous habits with some frugivorous tendencies. These imposing animals are solitary by nature, occupying territories ranging from 1.5 to 12 square miles, to 32 square kilometers, typically respecting the territorial boundaries of other individuals. Their territorial behavior and impressive physical characteristics make them one of the planet's most fascinating and endangered species. Rhinos only gather during mating season or when observing a female with her calf. There is no specific breeding season, as they reproduce whenever the female enters estrus. The gestation period lasts 502 days, 16 months, with 4 to 5 years between births, partially explaining why they're such rare creatures and why their populations have declined so dramatically. Calves become active within hours of birth and nurse from their mothers for 1 to 2 years until becoming independent. Females reach sexual maturity at 3 to 4 years old, while males mature after 6 years. In the wild, their lifespan ranges between 34 to 40 years, whereas in captivity, they rarely live beyond 21 years. In fact, the last captive rhino lived over 100 years ago, with none having survived past 22 years in captivity. Natural predators are scarce for adult rhinos. No predator dares challenge these titans when they're healthy. However, calves may fall prey to Sumatran tigers, which sometimes confront the mothers, or Siamese crocodiles that ambush them when drinking. It's worth noting there's limited research on their natural predators, given the current population of fewer than 100 individuals and their severely reduced range, making the Sumatran tiger predation theory somewhat speculative. The Javan rhino is the most endangered rhino species and among the world's rarest mammals. Current estimates suggest only 50 to 60 individuals survive in Ujung Kulon, Java, with a smaller group of 7 to 15 in Cat Tien, though declared extinct there in 2010. This critical situation stems from multiple factors. The primary threat is poaching for their horns, used in Asian traditional medicine, particularly in China, where just 2.2 pounds, 1 kilogram, can fetch $60,000. Ironically, consumers are essentially ingesting a substance similar to fingernails, like with pangolin scales, falsely believing these products can cure nearly any ailment, despite keratin having no medicinal properties. Beyond poaching, there exists another lesser-known factor, the Vietnam War. During this conflict, landmines were deployed and chemical weapons like Agent Orange were used, resulting in the deaths of thousands of people and numerous species, including the Javan rhinos inhabiting the area. This ecological impact is often overlooked when discussing war's consequences, which devastate not just human lives, but countless animal species as well. Compounding these threats are habitat destruction, pollution, trophy hunting, and their naturally low reproductive rate. While many attribute species extinction to single causes, the reality presents a complex, multifaceted crisis. Current conservation efforts include strict protection of their remaining habitat and a complete ban on rhino hunting. Yet poaching persists, driving black market horn prices to unprecedented levels, particularly in China. One controversial proposal suggests captive breeding programs and selling horns from naturally deceased specimens. But this proves impractical due to their tiny population and poor adaptation to captivity. The species now hangs by a thread, awaiting what would amount to a miracle: comprehensive protection of every remaining individual and the sudden transformation of cultural practices dating back over 2 millennia. The Javan rhino stands among Asia's terrestrial megafauna, a magnificent creature tragically valued for all the wrong reasons. This ecological titan may soon vanish from our planet unless concerned individuals like yourself take genuine interest in its conservation and pursue urgent solutions. If you found this documentary valuable, please like and share to help spread awareness. New viewers, don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts or questions in the comments section. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery. We'll see you in the next video.